I'm in my third year at the moment, and I'm studying a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering and a Bachelor of Laws as well. The first year of uni was difficult to sort of fit in because I didn't really know anyone, and um, it was just sort of, you're feeling your way through what the experience is going to be like. So we were put into groups with uh, all of our different peers, and we sort of had to introduce each other. We had an icebreaker, and things were going smoothly at first. Maybe like week 4 or 5, we were behind the eight ball, I suppose you could say. We were in trouble, and then I was talking to one of my teammates. I explained the sort of the situation, saying, "Hey, if we don't get on top of this soon, it's not going to be very good for us in the long term." He sort of sat down with me, and he said to me, and he looked me in the eyes, and he said, "Ben, I promise you, I'll do whatever I can to make sure this team works, and whatever needs to be done, I'll do it." And so I felt reassured at that point. So then the following week, we turned up to class, and then we found out that this person that sort of had reassured me that everything was going to be okay had dropped the unit and just left the group completely. So we had an intervention with one of the tutors, and we said, "Hey, you know what? If none of us are going to do work, we're all just going to fail a unit." I think tensions were a bit high at that point because everyone was feeling a little demoralized. The teamwork aspect was really not that great. All of a sudden, after that, things sort of turned around. People started producing work, and then I guess we were able to overcome the obstacle as a team. And in the end of it, we had a completed report, which was the main thing. We ended up submitting um, after a lot of hardship, and we sort of ended up being um, really good friends after that. At the end of the year, we were chosen from not only first semester but also second semester of all the submissions, and ours was, I think, ours and 2 other projects were sent off externally for the review process that happens with EWB. And I think ours was chosen as the most viable. We ended up winning the People's Choice Award at for the event, which is really cool. I was really happy with that. Sort of winning anything was really cool. And if I can sort of, this is just in my own head, but if people are voting for it because they think it's like a cool idea, that's even more of a win. I'd say the key thing for me was I learned a lot of teamwork skills. I know that's sort of the main point of this, well, the whole experience, I guess, is not only the teamwork, but you need to work with other people outside of, with whatever job you're going to be doing in the future, and sort of having a real sort of experience with how things work in the real world. Say you have someone who's in your team who may not pull their weight, or who's really difficult to deal with, or just some people just want to watch the world burn, I guess. With regards to the actual content itself, making sure that we had to stick to the brief that was given to us, which is another thing that is really important whenever you have a job. If you sort of figure out a solution for something they don't ask for, then it's irrelevant and pointless. So for me, it's definitely changed the way I think about engineering as a whole. I never really thought about humanitarian engineering being anything that I'd sort of want to end up doing. Not because I didn't want to do it, but mainly because I just didn't really know it existed to that sort of extent. It was really eye-opening, and it just made it a lot better and sort of ignited more passion knowing that you were trying to figure out a real-world solution. Because throughout the university course, there's nothing really even remotely close to the same thing. So it was unique in that aspect. it definitely has opened my eyes to just how important engineering is. I guess to be shared. I guess it's like science to the world. So yeah. I guess a bit of dumb luck to be honest, but also a bit of work on the other hand as well. So yeah, because we ended up winning the People's Choice Award. And then Dr. Rayberg said, like this is the first award that Swinburne's ever won. And that's what I thought was really cool. And so did he. He asked me if I wanted to do the be a student tutor, and I pretty much said, hell yes, that'd be awesome. Tutoring entails going through the EWB challenge with other students now. So um, because I've sort of been in that situation and had a pretty rough time, I guess I can share my experience and sort of do my best to help other students as Dr. Rayberg helped me. I really enjoy it because I've met a lot of people through the student tutor role and also the study group role. And I'm lucky that I get to do the study groups as well as the student tutor role, because not only do I get to talk to the students in my tutorial, but then we get to hang out in our study group as well. And so, yeah, it's been phenomenal. Actually, it's probably one of the most positive experiences that I've had at uni, to be honest. So, yeah.